Hello, my name is Mugabi. I welcome you to Biology Boss MCQ Part 6. I would like to encourage you to learn, to like, share, and subscribe. Which one of the following would be the first to colonize rocky surfaces? A. Lichens. B. Shrubs. C. Moses. D. Ferns. And the answer is C. Moses. The blood constituents that are important in the formation of blood clot at the site of an injury are A. Platelets and erythrocytes. B. Hormones and plasma. C. Platelets and leucocytes. D. Platelets and fibrinogen. And the answer is platelets and fibrinogen. Which of the following would not be found in the glomerular filtrate? A. Fibrinogen. B. Mineral salts. C. Glucose. D. Urea. And the answer is A. Fibrinogen. Which one of the following is an example of discontinuous variation? A. Height. B. Eye color in Drosophila. C. Weight. D. Skin color. And the answer is B. Eye color in Drosophila. Which one of the following sets consists of substances that are stored in the liver? A. Glucose, iron, and vitamin D. B. Iron, glycogen, and vitamin D. C. Glucose, glycogen, and vitamin D. D. Iron, glycogen, and amino acids. And the answer is B. Iron, glycogen, and vitamin D. Albinism is caused by having a double recessive gene for skin pigmentation. What is the probability of the children having normal skin color if an albino woman marries a man who is heterozygous for albinism? A. 100%. B. 75%. C. 50%. D. 25%. And the answer is C. 50%. The data below shows the amount of carbon dioxide in inhaled air, rate of breathing at rest, and volume of air in a breath in humans. Percentage of carbon dioxide in inhaled air equals to 0.025%. Number of breaths per minute equals to 36. Volume of one breath taken in at rest is 500 cubic centimeters. The volume of carbon dioxide inhaled per minute while at rest is A. 0.9 cubic centimeters, B. 4.5 cubic centimeters, C. 12.5 cubic centimeters, D. 450 cubic centimeters. And the answer is B. 4.5 cubic centimeters. How is lactic acid produced in muscles? Go to read of. By A. Converting it into water. B. Storing it in the liver. C. Converting it into ethanol. D. Oxidation. And the answer is D. Oxidation. Blood flow in the pulmonary artery at a lower pressure than in aorta because in the pulmonary circulation, A. Blood travels a shorter distance. B. The right ventricle has thinner walls. C. The vessel carrying blood is smaller. D. Fewer organs are supplied. And the answer is A. Blood travels a shorter distance. Which one of the following is an example of a reflex action? A. Eating. B. Screaming after kicking a stone. C. Riding. D. Salivating on smelling food. And the answer is D. Salivating on smelling food. What happens to insect wings when depressor muscles are relaxed? The wings, A. Move downwards. B. Move upwards. C. Rotate freely. D. Move in 3 directions. And the answer is B. Move upwards. Which one of the following parasites is transmitted by Anopheles mosquito? A. Filarial worm. B. Trypanosoma. C. Plasmodium. D. Schistosoma. And the answer is B. Trypanosoma. The following are body secretions. 1. Amylase. 2. Trypsin. 3. Hydrochloric acid. 4. Pepsin. 5. Renin. Which of them are found in gastric juice? A. 1 and 3. B. 2 and 4. 3. C. 3 and 5. D. 1 and 2. And the answer is C. 3 hydrochloric acid and 5 renin. What is the main function of the phloem in green plants? A. Transporting water. B. Supporting the plant. C. Transporting mineral salts. D. Transporting manufactured food. And the answer is D. Transporting manufactured food. Which of the following is an example of a modified root? A. Irish potato, tuber. B. Cassava tuber. C. Rhizome. D. Corm. And the answer is A. Irish potato tuber. Which of the following events occur during inhalation in a mammal? A. Internal intercostal muscles contract. Pressure in the chest cavity increases. B. Diaphragm contracts. Ribs raised. C. Diaphragm relax. Ribs lowered. D. Internal intercostal muscles relax. Pressure in the chest cavity increases. And the answer is B. Diaphragm contracts and ribs raised. What is the main function of the choroid layer in the human eye? A. Focusing rays of light on the retina. B. Supplying nutrients to the eye. C. Bringing about accommodation. D. Controlling amount of light entering the eye. And the answer is B. Supplying nutrients to the eye. Which one of the following pairs of hormones is produced by reproductive organs in mammals? A. Follicle stimulating hormone and testosterone. B. Progesterone and testosterone. C. Insulin and estrogen. D. Estrogen and luteinizing hormone. And the answer is B. Progesterone and testosterone. When a homozygous black mouse, capital B, was mated with homozygous white mouse, WW, the offsprings were all brown. What would be the color of the mice produced if F1 offspring is crossed with a homozygous white parent? A. 3 brown, 1 white. B. 1 brown, 3 white. C. 1 brown, 1 white. D. All white. And the answer is C. 1 brown, 1 white. The scheme below shows food chain with corresponding concentration of organic chloride in milligrams. Lizard 2.8, Predatory 2.3, herbivores 0.9, green plants 0.01. Why does the tissue of lizard contain the highest concentration of the organic chloride? Because A. Organic chloride is accumulative in the tissue of the organs. B. Lizards eat all the organisms in the food chain. B. Organic chloride not toxic to the lizard. D. Organic chloride remains persistent in the food chain. And the answer is A. Organic chloride is cumulative in the tissue of organisms. Hello, thank you very much for participating in Biology Boss MCQ Part 6. Thank you. Please do like, share, and subscribe.